Once there was a boy named Arjun. He lived in a small village. Arjun was a very smart boy. Everyone praised him because he was clever. His teachers liked him, and his parents were proud of him. He had a sharp mind and could understand things quickly. But he had one big problem. He did not use his time wisely. Instead of studying and learning new things, he spent all his time playing with friends, playing games on his phone, and talking a lot. His parents told him, "Arjun, time is very important. You must use it well." But Arjun did not listen. He always thought, "I have a lot of time. I will study later. Now, I want to have fun." One day, the school announced the exam results. Arjun always got good marks, so he was sure he would do well. But this time, his marks were very low. His teachers were not happy. His friends did not ask him for help anymore. Arjun felt sad. He thought, "Why did this happen? I am a smart boy." When he went home, his parents saw his report card. They looked very sad. His mother sighed, and his father placed the report card on the table. Arjun felt very bad. He had never seen his parents so disappointed. He lay in bed that night, thinking. He was upset with himself, but did not know how to change. Then Arjun decided to visit his grandfather. His grandfather was a very wise man. Everyone in the village respected him. Arjun thought, "Grandpa will help me." Arjun sat next to his grandfather and said, "Grandpa, I don't understand why I failed. I'm a good student, right?" His grandfather smiled and said, "Arjun, you are smart, but you do not use your time well. Time is very precious. If you use it well, you will succeed. If you waste it, you will fail." Arjun was confused. "But Grandpa, I always have time, right? I can study later." His grandfather shook his head. "No, my dear. Time is like river water. Once it flows away, it never comes back. Let me tell you a story." Then his grandfather told him a story about a king named Vikram. King Vikram was very rich. He had a big palace, many servants, and lots of gold. But he had one problem: he wasted time. He woke up late, played all day, and never did important work. His ministers warned him, but he did not listen. He said, "I have plenty of time. I will do my work later." One day, a wise man came to his court. The wise man said, "Your Majesty, time is your greatest treasure. Do not waste it." But the king laughed and said, "I have lots of time. I can do anything later." The wise man shook his head and left. Years passed, and the king became old. His kingdom became weak, and his soldiers lost battles. His people stopped trusting him. Then the king realized he had wasted all his time. He wanted to find the wise man, but it was too late. He felt very sorry, but he could not bring back lost time. Arjun listened carefully. He thought about his own life. He had wasted his time just like the king. He looked at his grandfather and asked, "Grandpa, can I change? Is it too late for me?" His grandfather smiled. "No, Arjun. You can start now. Use your time wisely and you will succeed. But remember, never say, 'I will do it later.' Do it now." That night, Arjun could not sleep. He thought about all the time he had wasted. He remembered playing games on his phone, chatting with friends, and ignoring his studies. He decided to change. The next morning, Arjun woke up early. He did not take his phone first. Instead, he made a list of what he had to do. He made a timetable and gave time for studying, playing, and helping his parents. He paid attention in class and did his homework every day. His parents saw the change and were very happy. Weeks passed, and Arjun worked hard. His grades got better. His teachers were proud of him again. His friends noticed his hard work and started looking up to him. As days passed, Arjun developed a new routine. He woke up early in the morning and started his day with exercise. He then had a healthy breakfast and sat down to study. He read his lessons carefully and took notes. During school hours, he focused on what his teachers taught. He asked questions whenever he had doubts and participated in class discussions. In the evening, he spent time doing his homework. He made sure to revise his lessons so that he could remember everything clearly. He also made time to play outside with his friends, which helped him stay active and refreshed. One day, his teacher gave him a special responsibility. He was asked to help other students who were struggling with their studies. Arjun happily agreed. He explained lessons to his classmates and helped them understand difficult topics. This made him feel more confident and responsible. His parents noticed how well he was managing his time. They praised him and encouraged him to keep up his good habits. His teachers were also impressed and appreciated his hard work. Arjun felt proud of himself. The next exam came and Arjun was ready. He wrote all his answers carefully. When the results came, he was the top student in his class. His parents were very happy. His teachers praised him. Even the students who once ignored him now respected him. Arjun did not stop there. He continued to work hard. As years went by, he finished school with excellent grades. He got admission to a good college and studied business. He always remembered the lesson his grandfather had taught him about time. When he grew older, Arjun started his own company. He became a successful businessman. He made sure to use his time wisely every day. He planned his work carefully and never wasted a single moment. Because of his good habits, his business grew and became famous. People admired Arjun for his discipline and hard work. Many young students came to him for advice. He always told them the story of King Vikram and his own experience. He wanted to help others understand the value of time, just like his grandfather had helped him. Arjun also started visiting schools to talk to students about time management. He told them that small changes in daily habits could lead to great success. He encouraged children to plan their days, set goals, and avoid distractions. One day, a young student named Rohan came to Arjun and said, "Sir, I used to waste my time just like you did before, but after listening to your story, I started managing my time. Now, I'm getting better grades." Arjun smiled and patted Rohan on the back. That is the power of time. If you use it wisely, it will reward you. Keep working hard, and you will achieve great things. Arjun had changed from a careless boy to a hard-working man. He understood that time, once lost, never comes back. He used his time wisely and became successful. Moral of the story: time is very precious. If we use it well, we will succeed. If we waste it, we will regret it. So, we must use our time wisely.